Hey and welcome to Discard. Today I'm here with Candi from Candi's Classic Game Shrine.
Hey guys! Thanks for having me, Discard. I'm happy to be here.
And we're going to talk about a few different ways that we display things in our game rooms or collections. This is co-op game display. Let's take a look. So the first idea today comes from a company I've definitely talked about in the past called TrophyBit. Now TrophyBit makes a tremendous amount of different displays and different sizes of those displays to fit different things like your Switch games, your 3DS games, DS games, Game Boy games, and so on. But fairly recently they came out with 3 new designs that were for the Super Nintendo, the NES, and the N64. When it comes to the design on these, it's fairly simple. They'll hold 3 different cartridges per stand, and they look pretty good doing it. You'll quickly find that these are really easy to just put the cartridge in and take the cartridge out and be on your way and good to go. You can also tell that they took the time to make sure that the sizing was correct so that the artwork of the games is actually showing. I ran quite a few different Super Nintendo, NES, and N64 cartridges through these. Definitely didn't have any injuries to those. There's plenty of space in there for you to just set your cart down. It's not going to be hurting the plastic of those cartridges. And one thing to note about TrophyBit is they have very high quality prints. When they are printing these stands out, they are coming out really nice and smooth. I don't know if they're taking extra time on top of that to smooth them out and make it so there's no sharp edges, but in the end these come out better than a lot of the 3D printing companies that are out there. But overall, I imagine these fitting into anyone's collection. They're not super tall or super wide. They're gonna fit into the majority of different shelves that are out there. If you got a bunch of these and stack them next to each other, it would make a really cool collection of tiered displays, and I think that would look really awesome on pretty much anyone's shelf.
My first idea comes from an Etsy shop called Sugar and Metal. They made these amazing amiibo display stands that second as bookends. These things are a sturdy, quality piece of kit. They come in multiple colors, but as you can see here, I got mine in black because it just matches my room better, and I don't know, black is awesome. I like it. One thing I love here, the cutout for the amiibo is perfect. It's nice and snug. It's not gonna get stuck in there, but at the same time, it's not huge where there's a huge gap in between them. One thing I do want to mention though, you cannot have too large amiibo. For instance, 2 Charizard amiibo. One will fit, but you can't put a second one next to him because of the size. So keep that in mind when you're purchasing yours. Like I said before, it comes in multiple colors. One of the ones that I was really debating on was the Switch neon colors, which might be my next go.
Fairly recently I made a video on displaying game controllers in a game collection, and there's many different ways that you can display controllers, and some are very specific to different ones. But one of the controllers that stands out from the rest and is kind of difficult to display is the Wiimote. I know a lot of Wii collectors and they have a lot of these Wiimotes sitting around and they would like to find different ways to display them. Now Rose Colored Gaming definitely has a standalone display so that you can stick these on top of them and really display it on a shelf more permanently. But another solution that I've found are these shelves that you can find on Amazon for fairly inexpensive. These are a clear acrylic shelf that is typically used for nail polish displays. Well, in this case, they work fantastic for displaying Wiimotes. I found that I was looking for a new way to display these Wiimotes in my own game room and tried these out, and they work fantastic. Now you can certainly use these on the wall and use them as a display for your Wiimotes there, but primarily I've been using this one just for putting it onto my shelf and displaying my Wiimotes that way. It's just kind of a cool grab and go way to display these Wiimotes, be able to grab them and play your game whenever you want, but also display them on your shelf, and you can see all those different colors, all those different editions of Wiimotes that are out there. It just looks really cool. My favorite way to add these on there is actually just kind of squishing them all together, just so you get the full smorgasbord of different colors, and it just looks awesome.
My second idea are these acrylic little easel displays that I found on eBay and Amazon and just about anywhere you can find these sorts of display products. I use them to hold my Pokewalker and my Pokemon Mini and my Pokemon pedometers, but it can hold a number of things like games, other accessories in your game room, toys, cards, you name it, it can hold it. They're relatively cheap and you can buy them in a huge amount. So if you find these easel display things are a little too large or a little too small for your collection, don't worry, they have multiple sizes available for these. You can get them, I think, 2 or 3 sizes larger than this, and there's 1 size smaller than this. While I don't know what the heck would actually fit in something smaller than this, maybe you guys have a use for it. But personally, this is the second smallest size, and it fits perfectly.
And for the last idea today, both me and Candi like to use do-it-yourself solutions for a number of different things in our collections.
You said it. I love DIY, and I love incorporating it into my game room. Just about everywhere you look in here, you're gonna find something that I've made for it. Whether it's something that's functional or whether it's just something that's decorative. I love adding a personal flair to my game room.
Using do-it-yourself solutions for a game collection is a fantastic idea, not only to make things exactly how you want them to be, but also to save some money while doing it. When I was working on this particular shelf behind me, I made sure that every space was a perfect size for what I wanted to put into it. I made certain shelves for my magazines and certain shelves for my DS or 3DS games, as well as leaving some shelves a little bit bigger so I could put a number of different things in them. And it's certainly one of the best decisions is to make something yourself if you can, because then you can make something and tailor it to your own needs, and that's what I really did. Other little things that I've made myself throughout my collection are these little stands I made for my Game Boy games that I keep up behind me, as well as these stands for these Starlink ships that I made out of some acrylic flight sticks from Amazon.
I've made tons of amiibo displays to liven up and personalize how I display them all, and it's always so much fun to make them myself. One of my favorite ones is the Splatoon 2 amiibo display that I did. I took leatherette stands and took some acrylic paint and basically just threw and splashed some paint on there that matched the characters / amiibo's color. One thing I love about making your own amiibo displays is that you have complete control over how you want to display them, and it's going to be completely personalized and tailored to you and what you'd like.
So first of all, I just want to thank Candi from Candi's Classic Game Shrine for coming on the show today to share some of her ideas from her collection.
Thanks, Discard. My channel is Candi's Classic Game Shrine. Over there, you'll find a lot of content featuring the Virtual Boy, do-it-yourself videos, game reviews, game console reviews, and just about anything else that's gaming related. I welcome you all to pop over there, say hello, and stay a while if you enjoyed everything that you saw.
Candi certainly has one of the most interesting channels out there, and she's well worth looking into. Some of her do-it-yourself solutions are just amazing. So definitely check her out. So thanks for coming and checking out Discard today. If you have any other ideas for displaying things in a game room or game collection, please leave them in the comments below. I'm always looking for more ideas. If you want to help out Discard past a subscription, please check out patreon.com/discard and check out all the awesome stuff you can get for $2 a month. If you like this video, please leave a like. If you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe. But otherwise, have a great day and collect what you love.
Shouting to the wildlife, but no one answers back.